Good morning, it is day 16 of Advent. What have we got in here today? We have Mad Eye Moody today. So from Beth, I've got this beautiful speckled yarn, October Mist colourway from Macmillan Fibre Co. And from Imogen, it's beautiful, like autumnal, so Olan in the ritual colourway, and it's an MCN, so it's lovely and squishy. And a, you want to focus, beautiful stitch. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? That is really pretty, it's so clever. And then Mad Eye. Got there, join the rest of the gang. Good morning, on day 17. We did Imogen yesterday, didn't we? So we've got Sophie Day today. So I go for one of these, number 17. Who have we got today? We have Dumbledore. Focus. Hello. There we go. Professor Dumbledore. So from Beth, we've got Sweet Tea Yarns in the watercolour colourway. That's beautiful. Beautiful variegated. We've got a beautiful yellowy one from South with some dark yellow. It's quite a bit more peachy in real life, and a really cute magnet, felted sheep magnet with dangly legs. And Dumbledore. Oh, it's not focusing today. Stupid phone. It looks like he's got a big head, so I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it does fit. It does fit. He's up there with the rest of the gang. Oh, hello. Thought I'd come and say hello. I haven't seen my big face for a day or two. I'm working today. It's Wednesday. No, it's not. It's Tuesday. Tuesday the 17th. I'm working, so I'm sat at my desk. I've had a morning of running around and getting parcels ready, posting them, and putting in my vegetable order at the veg shop, ready for Christmas. We get a mixed fruit and veg box delivery from our local, well, they're like a deli greengrocery type place in Tavi, and we get one every other week. So in the week up to Christmas, they let you customise what you want, so like for your Christmas food and stuff, which is a really clever idea. So I put that order in this morning. That'll be delivered on Sunday, I think they said. Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. So we've got that delivery coming on Sunday. I still got to get a turkey or a bit of turkey from somewhere. There's only us two. I've got pigs and blankets, stuffing and all the rest of it in the freezer. So Sunday and Monday will be spent prepping things like red cabbage and all that stuff, doing some baking. Yeah, so I'll bring you along for that journey. I've got 2 vlogs that are going to be uploaded tonight from last week. But what I came on to talk about was journaling. One of my Black Friday purchases was a traveller's journal, if I can find it. So here it is. I bought a traveller's journal. That's just an extra elastic So I got an A6, so it's A6 size, and it's got 4 notebooks in it. I'm really not showing this very well. What I might do is I'll stop. Right, better. I'll show you better now. So it's got 4 notebooks in it. I've just got plain in all of them, and I thought rather than my stitch and diary, monkey keyboard, rather than my stitch and diary that I showed the other day, I might start doing a proper journal of, I'm still going to do my stitch and diary, I think, of like what I'm knitting every day as a diary, and then this one in particular will be like a journal of, so I've bought a little sprocket printer, so it's HP printer, and it works off Bluetooth off your phone, and it prints these little, this was just a test one that I did, prints these little stickers. So what I thought I might do is when I finish a project is take a picture of it, put it in my journal, and write down the yarn I used, and you know, any, so like what you would do on a Ravelry project page, but have it in sort of a little note, like little journal format, which I thought would be really sweet. So that's what I'm going to do for one, and then in another one I'm going to write yarns that I have and what I plan. I'm going to go through, I've got so much yarn. Right, I want to look around. I've got so much yarn, it's unbelievable. So I thought, I was watching Kaz from the Wee So and So, and she was going through her yarn and picking out stuff that was for projects that she specifically, not pacifically, that really irritates me when people say that, specifically wants to knit a certain project with that yarn. So I've got several things in mind that I want to knit once gift knitting is finished, and I want to get clear off what's on my needles at the moment. It's not a lot, but a majority of it can be finished hopefully before the new year. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this as like a little planning journal, so that, and also if I haven't got the yarn that I really want to knit that project with, then what I can do is I can plan it in this book, and then I can just slip the book out if I want to and take it to a yarn show with me. Yarn shows next year, definitely going to Unravel in Farnham in February. We'll be going to Yarningham, more than likely, and we will be going, Nigel and I are going to the Wool Monty in Sheffield, which is also in June. I hope it's not the same weekend as Yarningham. That would be a disaster, because I really like Yarningham. And that's all that's proposed at the moment. I'm sure others will appear. Oh, there's also a new one in Cornwall in May, so we'll be going to that as well. When I say we, I mean my knitting posse. So yeah, that's all that's planned at the moment. So if anybody uses a traveller's journal and has got any other ideas of what I can use it for, please let me know. So just about to start yet another project, but hopefully this won't take long. This is the thistle pullover that I talked about the other day. I'm going to knit it in this Serdar Snuggly Cashmere Merino DK. I wonder if, says they're based in West Yorkshire. I wonder if it's the same mill that does West Yorkshire spinners. Sorry, got totally sidetracked there. So it is machine washable. It's a cashmere merino, but I think it's got some acrylic in it as well. Let's have a look. It is 57% wool, 33% acrylic, 10% cashmere. So perfect for baby knits. I'm just catching up with Chelsea Makes Vlogmas. I am a patron of Chelsea's, and it's lovely. And then I'm going to catch up on some other Vlogmases whilst working. Just waiting for the phone to ring. There's the phone. So when the phone rings, take bookings or whatever. And catch up on Vlogmases this afternoon. Catch you later. So it's getting dark outside. It's time to... It's sound like the Muppet Show. Time to light the lights. Time to play the music. Do 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 do. So takes you like an hour to put all the lights on now, doesn't it? This time of year. I love this star. Got this star at Bath Christmas market, and I think once Christmas is over and done with, I'm going to put it in my sewing room or area. It's not really a room. Oh, I've always done it the wrong way. So I've got my little angel. Oh, let me take some candles. Need to put a candle up Santa the bum. Oh yeah. Just pull that down. Oh. I love this acorn. It's only from the range, but I love it. It's really sweet. I got a moo moo. Hello moo moo. She's actually been out quite a bit today, which is unusual for her. There we go. All the Christmas lights are on. So I've got our candles lit. One ready to go in Santa's bum. I've had this ages. It's a Yankee Candle, and I think it was made by Yankee Candle, and I found it. It was in the sale after Christmas, and I was like, oh, I love that fella. And then I've got this little house. My dad bought in this little house ages and ages and ages ago. We were out somewhere together, me, him and Mum, and he bought me one, and I think he bought my sister's one as well. So it's just a little thing to remember Dad. And oh yeah, snowman is melted. I meant to show you that the other day. So remember when I put the Christmas decorations out and he was like a complete snowman? Well, he's not anymore. I'm still totally in love with this nativity. I think the donkey is really cute. And then these I've had again for ages. It's just little things you pick up here and there, isn't it? But I haven't strung these very well, so they don't hang properly, so that's why they're laid down. And I've got a set of Christmas trees by the same person. It was a lady who used to have a stall in Tabby Market, but I haven't seen her for ages and ages, and I just adore her decorations. I've got some mistletoe ones somewhere as well, I think. Yeah, and then these are what I made at a fused glass class with WI last year, and I don't know where to hang them. Anyway, that's the tour of the Christmas decorations for today. Look at the state of my desk, is just a tip. So I'll cast on, starting to go. So I've got to do 16 rows of garter and then it joins in the round. So hopefully It's 4:30 now. Will I be able to get them done by the time I log off at 6? Probably not, but it'll be good TV knitting tonight anyway. I'm just... this... So I'm 4 rows into this. And I've just sort of... It's a bottom-up sweater. And I'm just looking at it. And it looks massive. I've cast on for the 12 to 18 month size. Because the little boy it's for will be 1 in January, and it's bloody huge. So I think I might go back to the drawing board. Do you know what? It's really difficult to find on Ravelry. Just a basic raglan sweater, DK sweater. I find it in all sorts of other weights, but not DK. So I'm gonna ditch that. And what I might just do is do another Anders sweater, but without the colour work. Because it's a really good pattern, and not do the colour work on it. Or I'll try and find something else. But I've trawled through Ravelry this afternoon, and I can't find anything in a DK size. Really annoying. Or a DK weight. Balls. So I did some trawling through Ravelry, and I found the Child's Mix and Match sweater by Mina Phillip, the knitting expat. So I've knit lots of Mina's patterns before, and I know that her patterns are written really well and sizing's done well and stuff. So I've cast that on. I'm going to do the plain version rather than a textured version. Because I just wanted like a nice little plain raglan sweater, and that's exactly what this is. So I've just done the neck ribbing, so I'm just about to start on the body increases, etc. Fingers crossed this works out okay. Good morning. Day 18, which means this time next week big man will have been. Woohoo! For Sarah Day today. Let's oh, there's a little Rattly in that one. We like Rattly. That's quite sweet. Little rabbit. 18, aren't we? Okay. Let's have a look and see who we have today. We have Neville. I think it's Neville. Looks like Neville. Yeah, it's Neville. So from Beth, I have this beautiful pinky. It's a really bad lighting day today. Pinky purple skein from it's Little Skein in the Big Woods, and it's an MCN 7025. That's different. Normally it's 70 80 10 10, but this has got 20% cashmere in it. Oh, lovely. Nice and soft. And it is in the abalone colourway, and a beautiful candle that smells gorgeous. And then from Sarah, I had Olan Sock Light 8020 in the obelisk colourway. So it's a beautiful, it's like a peachy with speckles in it. And some fab stitch markers from Cocoa Knits. Don't know whether that's Neville or it might be Cedric Diggory, I think, instead of Neville. But we shall find out, because Neville may well come out. I would imagine Neville will have his shoes around his neck, because that's what he did in the film, didn't he? So it may well be, looking at the hair, may well be Cedric Diggory. So I thought I'd give you a little update on how the sweater is going. The little mix and match sweater that I'm doing for my great nephew. So I've done all the raglan increases. I need to do another inch of the yoke before I split for the sleeves, so I'm hoping to get that done. I'm watching Vlogmases. I'm on Gainer of Tales of Cuckoo Land. I'm well behind. I'm only on day 6, so that'll be that. I've done all my admin for work, so I'm just gonna sit in it and wait for the phone to ring. I've pulled the veneer off my desk with super glue because, you know, I'm an adult and can't use super glue without sticking it to everything and myself and gluing fingers together and stuff. Nightmare. Anyway, enough of my super glue woes, so I will check in later with some more progress. Look at this hideous Dartmoor damp. Typical Dartmoor winter's day. I was hoping we might get some snow, but I don't think so. It's just rain. When it's a nice day, when it's not raining, I will go out. I've probably just done the hand over the speaker then, so you probably didn't hear any of that. But when it's a nice day, when it's not raining, I'll go out with the selfie stick and I'll have a little walk around the park so you can see where it is that I live. It's not going to focus because it's focusing on the bloody rainy window. But anyway, I wonder if I can get it out of the... There we go, that's better. So that there is a holiday cottage that we've got. Next to that you can see a caravan, and that's some seasonal pictures. Those brown that's our studio pods, and then over here we've got a row of holiday lets. These are more seasonal pictures. That's our here, the green thing is our shepherd's hut. I'm just eating a bit of pork pie. Which is moving over there somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to shut the window because it's getting wet. So that's just what we can see from my window, but there is a whole lot more down behind where the holiday lets are. So that's where the camping field is down, and then down this way is where all our private owner vans are. So when it's not so much of a manky old day, I'll take you out and about and have a look and see what we can see. Hopefully tomorrow, if it's not too wet. Nigel's gone to some business thing today, so I'm home alone for lunch. Just made myself a mug of soup, and we didn't have any bread, so I've got a wedge of pork pie as well, because as you do. But I've split. What I came on to show was I'm split for the sleeves on the sweater, so I'm cracking on with the body now, but I need to add in a second ball. So I've run out of yarn on the first ball. So it's the end of work day, end of work week actually. So computer is going off because I only work Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, so I am it's officially the weekend for me, even though it's Wednesday. But I've got to go to Plymouth tomorrow. Sorry, Nigel just came and said something completely random from the kitchen where he's making dinner. Macaroni cheese tonight. Yum. Sorry, I did your eyeball as well then. Right, okay, so yeah, so computer is off for the day, or off for the week till Monday. I've got to go to Plymouth tomorrow to help my nephew do something. So well, that was like a last minute plan, but I wanted to show you how much I'd achieved today on it's coming out. This yarn is like a dark burgundy, dark plum colour. It's not as red as it's showing on the camera. So I'm hoping I can get the body done tonight. I'm about 4 inches, I reckon. And I've got to do 6 inches before I start the hem. So I'm hoping I can get the body done tonight. But I took 10 minutes to just sort of go through some ideas I wanted to do for projects next year. So I've got the melee mitts. I bought a kit from which is here, from the Ysolda shop at EYF this year. So this is what the mitts look like, but I didn't get this colour combo, so I got this colour combo instead. So it's like a winey red colour, a grey mould and a white. So, and it comes with a copy of the pattern and a Ravelry download code. So these, I think I'm going to do these as my Christmas Eve cast on, because they've been on my list to knit forever and ever, or since EYF, which was in March, and we're now in December, so you can see how well I've got on with them. So Kaz of the Wee So and So, sorry, that's got a shot of my printer and all the crap under my desk. So Kaz of the Wee So and So, and also Little Bobbins do Christmas Eve cast on. So I hope so. Kaz, Little Bobbins tends to be socks, but I don't want to do Christmas Eve cast on socks, so I'm going to do these mitts as my Christmas Eve cast on with Kaz's podcast. So the next one, and also I want to do the Pierre shawl, the West Fjords Wanderer, and the Chrysler shawl, which are all Stephen West shawls. This is Pierre shawl is a DK weight textured shawl, and I got the Nora George yarn, one of the Nora George yarn Mrs. Weasley Shawl Club kits earlier this year, and which was 3 skeins that faded, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it as a fade. And then when I went to Stitch Fest at Totnes, I got a 4th skein, because it's a 4 skein DK weight shawl. So I got a 4th skein that fitted in perfectly. So that's going to be on my to-do list. I haven't got an idea, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo of what yarns I'm going to do these two in. This is a 2-colour shawl, the Chrysler shawl, but you need 2 skeins of each colour, so that may be something I look for at Unravel, when I go to Unravel. And the West Fjords Wanderer is a beautiful shawl, but it's 6 skeins of yarn, 2 sort of opposing fades. It's actually the one, this is Stephen West's 3rd book, so it's the one that's on the front of the front cover. Let me see if I can find it in here. There we go. So this is the West Fjords Wanderer. I'm just trying to see, there's a better picture of it somewhere. There we go. So as you can see, so it's got all these like short row wedges, but it's like a grey fade. He's done it as a grey fade into a gold fade. So, or he's done like a multicoloured one there, I'm not sure I'm overly keen on the multicoloured one. I quite like the idea of the grey and gold fade, but again, that might be something I pick up possibly at Unravel, maybe a later. It's going to be, you know, I'm looking at 4 skeins for that one, so that might be my Unravel. And then I'll get this later, get these at like the Warm Monty or Yarningham or something like that, possibly. So then I've got lots of sweater quantities. So one that's been on my radar for ages, and I actually got this yarn at Nottingham Yarn Festival the first year it was on, Nottingham Yarn Expo the first year it was on, so that's 3 years ago. So was it 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago. So it's the East or West sweater, which was in one of Hohi and Vera's interpretations collection. So I've got the yarn for that. I want to do the big red pullover, which is by Mina Phillip, which is a striped one with a cable detail down it. And again, I've got 2 skeins of Nora George Spring Confetti and a Coop Knits Grey to go with them. And the Novelli, which I've actually got the yarn for here. So it's going to be done in Mr. B's yarn. We all know the Novelli, I'm sure. So this is his French Earl Grey colourway, and I've always wanted a sweater in this. So I've got 2 skeins of that, and then the colour work will be this My Old China, and I think I did show this on my podcast a little while ago, but you may not have watched the podcast. So that's those 2 are going to be the colour work, and then this is the main body colour. So I'm keen to get that on the needles as well. Then Square and Stripes is a Vera Valimaki pattern that I've got the John Arbon yarn for, and then Aphotic, or I think that's how you say it, was a pattern that was in one of the Pom Pom magazines, Pom Pom Quarterly. So when we were at Perth Yarn Show, there was somebody's, it's a worsted weight sweater. It's difficult to get worsted weight in the UK, but when we were at Perth, there was a shop, you know, a big store there selling sort of commercial yarns, and one of which was a Sublime yarn that was worsted. And then John Arbon, I needed like a main colour for the body, and then it's got like a little bit of colour work and a bit of texture in it as well. So John Arbon then produced some worsted weight, so I got the wood colourway and the blue spruce colourway, which worked perfectly with this Sublime, which is like a soft grey colour, soft bluey grey. So yeah, that's sweaters at the moment. I'm sure there'll be more sweaters added in, but so that's sort of my sort of dream knitting at the moment. I'm sure I need to go through my Ravelry library, because I'm convinced there's a lot more that I can add into that, and then I just need to pull yarn and see if there's yarns that I can use for these 2 shawls specifically, or whether I've got yarn that would work with some others that I could possibly buy. I don't know. I need to go and have a look and go through them all. I've got a feeling there won't be for that, because I don't tend to buy like 2 skeins of each unless I do it in like a Coop Knits, 2 different Coop Knits. Well, then I don't know. I need to go through and have a look and see if I have got doubles of anything. I don't think I have though. But yeah, so that's dream knitting at the moment, but the list will grow for quite substantially, I'm sure. But first we need to get gift knitting finished. This is the last thing that needs doing, and then I'm free. But what I want to do is try it tomorrow. One of my things that I want to do tomorrow is go through all my project bags, list what's there, see what is, how rude, camera shut off then for some reason. I was mid-sentence. So yeah, I'd like to get I think once gift knitting is done, and sorted. My canal rings will be the main thing that I'll be working on. I'm about halfway through, so I'm hoping I can get that done if I get a good run on it. Get that done for the new year, and then I think once that's done, the Pierre shawl will be the next shawl. If I could have like one small project like socks or a hat or something, and then one shawl and one sweater, I think, and then do like the odd like ornament here and there. I think if I could keep to that, but it probably won't happen because I'll probably have a massive cast on party. And anyway, I'm just rambling now. I'm just rambling. Tired today. It's been a funny old day. It's been the weather's been absolutely horrendous all day, and it's still raining now. But hopefully tomorrow will be better. So, I may do some progress on the sweater later, but I may not. So if I don't see you again, have a lovely evening. That'll be it. I'll see you again on the morrow. Bye.